I started off 2023 by flying to Paris. I was literally on a plane for New Year's. Hi everyone, my name is Caroline and I'm a third-year law student at Harvard Law School. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a chatty get ready with me. I'm currently in Paris for work. So I'm going to be doing a life update because why am I in Paris? I'm still in law school in Cambridge. But yeah, keep watching to find out. This video is going to be kind of like a life update, what I have planned for 2023, like a little get ready with me because I really like watching those. It's the last day of work. It's my third week in Paris. I haven't been vlogging before this just because I really wanted to kind of take the time and enjoy this experience as it is without trying to worry about capturing it, because I just know that when I start thinking content, it doesn't come naturally to me. Otherwise I would not be in law school, I would be making content. So I'm here for an internship that's 3 weeks. So this is the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Harvard has this January term that's just 3 weeks long. It's like a shortened semester, and you can either choose to do one course every day for 3 weeks straight at the Harvard campus, or you can try and do an independent clinical, whether that's in the States or abroad. Obviously, I picked the option that let me go to Paris. What the internship is it's at a law firm that does a lot of cases under France's new devoir de vigilance law, which is their corporate due diligence accountability law. So France passed a law in 2017 that requires corporations to ensure to have effective due diligence measures throughout their supply chain and for all their business activities. So corporations can no longer just be like, oh, it's not my fault that there was child labor in the supply chain. It's, our supplier's fault, and we can't really control our supplier. But they can't say that anymore under France's law. So they have to have effective mechanisms in place to ensure that all the human rights risks and all the environmental risks in their supply chain are accounted for. And they have to publish these plans every year that say how they're doing it, and they have to be effective. And so a lot of NGOs have started launching lawsuits under this law because corporations aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, because they're still ignoring the environment and human rights and deforestation and stuff. And I reached out to a law firm here that was doing a lot of these cases. I'll post some links in the description, but they have one against Casino, they have one against Total Energy for environmental risks. They have one against Danone, which is a big water bottle company, plastic company, for the impacts of plastic on the environment. The work they're doing is really cool. It's all very groundbreaking, and I'm really excited to be a part of new law like this and try and build a world that I care for, and try and build a world that values the same things that I value, like human rights and the environment. So yeah, I'm in France to Paris to work on a bunch of their cases, and also just to kind of learn about this law, because the EU is passing a similar kind of corporate due diligence law. It's their draft year right now, and Germany has passed a law, and I think Norway has passed one. So these laws are slowly spreading, so it would be cool to see what are the first movers of this law, how France is dealing with it, the conversations that are happening, and just to see kind of how the law is developing. And maybe, fingers crossed, we in the US or Canada end up getting a law like this in the future. I want to pivot eventually back into human rights work, public international law, and do this kind of work in the future, human rights work. But also, I'm sure it'll be helpful if I'm at a law firm. The goal is for corporations to follow the law. So if we're consulting corporations, it's helping them plan their due diligence plans and help them draft these things. Then I know what is effective, and then I can help them make better plans. And so hopefully corporations want to play ball, but it doesn't really look like it. Okay, that's the face. So yeah, that's why I'm in Paris, to make sure that corporations value the environment and human rights, but mostly to learn. I'm here mostly to learn. In case you're wondering, no, I do not have working proficiency in French. I can speak French enough to get by in France, in Paris. I can order at a restaurant, I can ask for directions, all that basic stuff, and I can speak to someone who can't really speak English, and I can communicate fine, but I don't have working proficiency in French. So I can't draft legal documents in French, or if I do, someone better review it before they send it anywhere. But thankfully, this law deals with environment and human rights stuff, and most of the reports and law in that area is in English because it's international law. So I've actually been able to help out a lot. It has been a dream of mine for so long to spend an extended period of time in Europe. I never got to do a semester abroad, and so here I get to hang out in Paris for 3 weeks. And so I just really wanted to take this time to experience Paris as someone who's maybe lives here. So like I went to hang out at cafes for like 3 hours a day and like had like a coffee and then a little appetizer and then a drink. Or I went to like go shopping in other department stores. France's like big sale of the winter is in January, and so I'm here for that, and I'm getting, you know, some clothes. 2 days ago, I went after work to a bunch of bakeries in the area and I picked up like a bunch of eclairs just to eat and macarons. And then this morning, let me show you what I had for breakfast. I had madeleines from a French bakery, and then I had fresh French clementines from the south of France that I picked up at a local farmer's market that happens twice a week. Like, that was just my breakfast. This is just my life. Isn't that wild? I can do this in Cambridge. But yeah, so I'm here in France to learn and to experience to learn about the French legal system, to learn about this law, and then to also like live my dream life. But I have to go back to Cambridge in like a couple days because the spring semester is starting. But yeah, so that's my current life update, is I'm currently in France. But what is this year gonna look like a little bit further than that? So I have my last semester of Harvard Law School coming up. That's kind of crazy to say. One more semester and then that's it, I'm done. So one more semester, and then in that semester we have the Vismoot competition this spring. So we're going to Vienna for that in April, which I'm super excited about. I've been doing the Vismoot since first year, and we have a really great team this year, great coaches. Just the experience, like Harvard throws a lot of money at the moot teams in general, not just the Vismoot, but Harvard puts a lot of funding into the moot teams, and so it's just been a really positive experience. It's been a lot of work because I'm the captain, and so I have to like make sure other people are doing their work, and like I don't like conflict, so I don't really like following up with people a ton to get their work, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So we're going to compete in Vienna this semester, so most of my semesters are gonna be focused on preparing for that and then just finishing off, you know, law school strongly. I don't want to do poorly this semester, and also just to spend as much time with my friends as I can, because we're all like, a lot of us are going to different places after the semester is done. Some of us are going to New York, some of us are going to California, some of us are going to DC. So I just want to make sure that I'm making, you know, the memories that I can. And then in May I have graduation, and then the studying for the bar begins. So the bar is at the end of July. People spend like from end of graduation to end of May, all of June and all of July studying for the bar. You take a course. I can talk about this more when I'm in the bar prep section of my life, but I've already signed up for a course. The firm I'm going to covers it, so I'm spending my summer studying for the bar, and then I'm taking the bar in July. I don't start work until the fall. I don't know when I'm starting work. I don't know if it's September, October, but whatever time I have off, I'm doing my bar trip. So I'm gonna be traveling, enjoying my life while I still can, for a big loss sucks it all away. And then I start work at my law firm in the fall. It's like a busy year. So honestly, my goals for this year are like hoping that everything goes smoothly. I really want to start making more content, you guys, even though I just said I'm really bad at it, but I'm trying to switch my mindset. So I'm trying to make more content in a way that's less stressful for me, and I want to be a little bit less of a perfectionist and just like post content that makes me happy, and that like I like to watch. And then if people like it, they like it. If not, that's okay, because you know, I liked it. And not every video or not every TikTok and not every Instagram post has to be a banger. Like, not all of it has to do well. As long as I'm happy with it, I'm trying to develop that mindset. So I will be on TikTok this year. I'll be posting reels. I'll be posting more videos, hopefully. Okay, so I did my eyeliner and brows off camera because I get performance anxiety when I do those and I have to really focus. But speaking more about the content I've planned this year, I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing a video on the MPRE, which is the professional responsibility exam that all law students have to pass. It's part of the bar. So in order to be barred as a lawyer, you have to pass the bar, and also the professional responsibility and ethics exam. I have a lot to talk about there, so make sure you keep an eye out for that video. And also I have part 2 of the Q&A that I did last winter, like last month. So keep an eye out for that. And then I want to do more vlogs. I also want to do some hauls, which I know isn't necessarily what this channel is about. But listen, I've done a lot of shopping in France, and so if I can reap back some of what I spent, that would be great. So I'm going to be doing a haul of the French skincare I bought at the French pharmacies, and then some of the work clothes I bought here. and then just some like general lifestyle stuff maybe. I don't know. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see. If you want to see like my friends in some of them, like if you want to ask them questions, I don't know, let me know. But I have a lot of videos planned, a lot more vlogs, so stay tuned. But let's talk shopping in France, because I've been trying to build up my work wardrobe because I'm starting work in the fall. In like New York, if you're not dressed well, they will talk about it. So that's stressful. And also, I just really like workwear, so I really wanted to build a really nice wardrobe for work. And also, I'm trying really hard to stay away from fast fashion. I used to be a really big Shein girl. I'm no longer a Shein girl anymore. I haven't bought from Shein in a long time, but I used to be the kind of person that like if I was ever traveling somewhere, I would need to get like a couple outfits off of Shein, so I'm trendy, so I can get the Instagram pictures. But the last 2 trips I've taken, so I'm in Paris right now, I was in Amsterdam and Brussels a couple weeks ago. My entire suitcase did not have a single piece of Shein in it. And I'm trying, and just general, no fast fashion. I don't think I packed anything from fast fashion for this trip. So I'm trying to really build on that. I think more blush is needed. I'm trying to really build on that and just build a more sustainable wardrobe with better quality items. I just think that if I'm going to be doing like human rights and environmental work in my job, I should also do that in my personal life. And then obviously the big winter sale is happening, which has been helpful, but also not helpful, because then I'm like, oh, it's on sale, I can spend more. And then what really gets you is you go in for the sale and you pick up 12 items, and the items you love aren't even on sale. But actually, that's a really big thing I noticed about working in France compared to when I worked in New York in the summer, is I feel like overall, people here are more ecological and environmentally friendly and more sustainable. For example, I'll put a picture up as an example, but at my work, they have an espresso machine because everyone here drinks espressos and not like a large cup of coffee. And they have like a cabinet full of like little espresso cups and mugs for everyone to use, and then when you're done using your cup, you just pop it in the dishwasher, and they run the dishwasher once a day. And like there's no single-use plastic, no single-use cups. Like it's just phenomenal. Versus when I was at my law firm in the summer, every floor, there was like, we took up like 5 floors, every floor I had a kitchen that was stocked to the brim with single-use plastic cups, single-use paper cups. Even though like if you wanted honey for your tea, it came in like little plastic like single-use containers that you just poured like a little bit into your tea. It was ridiculous. And just so seeing the differences in the culture is wild. So I'm gonna bring it up to my law firm when I go back this year. Hopefully we can see some changes. I think I'm basically done. I'm gonna go change into my workwear and then do one final check. This is almost a final look. Just gotta put on some lipstick. This is what I'm wearing to work. This top is actually from a French brand. What I was trying to say earlier was that I think that there are more mid-level brands in France for like workwear especially, but just clothes in general that are better quality and like not like the crazy prices of like designer clothing, but not like just cheap bad quality things. And I feel like for the price of something in Europe, and not just France, just I think in Europe in general, and for the price of something in France for like the same price that you would pay for a piece of item, I think the quality is just slightly better. So which is why I've been doing a lot of shopping here, and not just because there's sales. I'm just taking it like advantage of the fact that I'm here. And then there are sales, and then also I get a 15% tax refund, which is super great. So that's my little chatty get ready with me. We talked about how I'm starting 2023, which is the fact that I'm in Paris for an internship. We talked about the fact that I have one more semester to go, and then I'm graduating, and then the bar exam, and then moving to New York, and then so much exciting things happening in my life this year. Follow along. I will be posting a lot more. We talked about that too. We talked about shopping and like my transition away from fast fashion. We talked about my interest in environmental law and human rights work. So yeah, I gotta go to work now, but thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.